Welcome to Drink Till We're Married podcast. Here, the cocktails are crafted, relationships are always the topic of conversation, and our guests are put in the hot seat. Cheers. Hey, cuties, back with another episode of Drink Till We're Married podcast. And I have a special guest here with me. He is the author of The House Always Wins, Darryl Gaines.
What's up?
Hello.
Yeah. How are you, love? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful as always.
Awesome. And you know, we are drinking. So before we jump into anything else, let's talk about the drink. It's called I'm Not Dead. I'm not dead. You'll know why. So it's made with Ocean Vodka, Elderflower, liqueur, orange bitters, cranberry juice, and ginger beer with an orange garnish. Cheers. In our mule cups to keep it nice and cold.
And it works.
Oh yeah, that's good. We had to doctor that one up a little bit behind the scenes. So this is episode 147. Till death do us part. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I'm not
And-
dead yet, so.
So I have been focused more on talking about marriage. I think in the past we always talk about singles and kind of issues we have as singles, but if there are single people focused on marriage, I felt like we should be talking about marriage.
And I would agree.
Right? So before we jump in, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What is it you would like to know? I'm an open book.
Listen, you looking to buy a house or sell your house?
I'm your guy.
Exactly.
Like, I'm definitely your guy. There's no question about that. Licensed here in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Hey, even if you're looking for a vacation property in Dominican Republic, so I'm licensed over there as well. So I spend a lot of time over there hanging out and, hey.
Get that house.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody wants some investment property, so at some point you may want to retire over the DR.
Yes.
You want someone you can go over there if people want to buy a place to go vacation. So
And make money when you're not there.
Definitely. Make money when you're not there.
Yes, absolutely. And like I mentioned, he is the author. I will link to the book so you all can check that out. But we are putting you in the hot seat.
Hot seat's good. I'm good with that.
5 questions.
5, that's all?
Just 5.
Okay.
First answer that comes to mind, okay?
All right, cool.
All right. Let someone go through your camera roll or your text messages.
Probably camera roll.
Okay. Stop drinking or stop having sex.
Oh, you can have liquor all day long, so I'm good with that.
More money or more time?
Honestly, I'd say more money.
Okay. Spin the block on your ex or get married at first sight?
With me, I would probably say spin the block on your ex.
Okay. And then know when you'll die or how you'll die?
Probably know when.
Okay. See?
Yeah,
That's
that's
5.
it. Okay,
That's
that's easy. So
See, I think the other questions will be harder, right?
yeah, nothing's hard. So I'm good.
So we're talking about marriage.
Yeah.
So what did you grow up believing about marriage?
What did I grow up believing about marriage? To be honest with you, I'll be totally honest with you. I probably didn't have a good idea of what marriage was like or what it was supposed to be. I mean, nobody in my family, of course, I'm not going to say nobody, but there were very few from what I think of now as positive influences, as what I saw, as what I thought marriage should be like. You had your family that were married, they just were married just to be married. Your mom, aunts, grandmas, whatever, they stayed at home. Dad went out and did whatever, but I don't think anybody was really happy. So they were just married just for the sake of being married. Because they got a bunch of kids. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go find your wife and have kids and be married and until death do we part.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, right. But even in that, right? So, and I feel like the same for me. Like
for most people it is.
Yeah. But even from when you see something, like did you learn what not to do or anything like that? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I think for most parts.
I see what it what it was when I was growing up, but I don't want to necessarily
Correct. I
follow
think for
suit
most of us, the majority of us, we've probably learned what not to do versus we learned what it is to do.
in most things.
Yeah, and
Parenting.
parenting, marriage, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. You know what? I see this.
You're right. I don't want to
I
do
don't like
that.
how that looks. So I know I'm going to do something different than what
Right.
they've been doing, what I've been seeing forever.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's more what I learned what not to do, what it is, and what it is to do. So
So what about your parents? Like, did they model what it should be or what it shouldn't be for you?
man, damn man, my parents model what it should not be. But mind you, they've been married for 40 something years. But I mean, love them to death. But I
Yeah.
mean, their relationship or their marriage is definitely not something that I wanted to model. I mean, the longevity of it is great. The
Mm-hmm.
matter of fact that they stuck it out and stuck together. But I mean, getting to that point, nah, I never wanted mine to be like that. I wanted it to be something completely different.
Okay. But okay. So but no relationship is perfect.
No, it's not. Nobody. No,
Okay.
see, that's the thing
Okay.
is nobody's looking for perfection.
Okay.
People always think we're looking for perfect. It's
Right.
not perfect. It's not perfection. We're not looking for that. But
Yeah.
do you remember what is it? A Living Color?
In living
Yeah, in Living Color. Yeah, the
yeah,
comedy show.
oh,
They
yeah.
had one segment about, and we're still together.
Yeah.
And they fucking hated each other. They were
Was
trying
it like trying to kill each
yeah, they were
other?
trying to kill each other the entire episode. The entire little skit, they tried to kill each other, but we still together. Like,
Yeah.
man, who the hell wants to live like
Yeah.
that?
Oh my goodness. So I'm a member of Change Church. It's actually based out of New Jersey initially. Now they have locations in Atlanta. And today he literally was talking about marriage, and he said it can be complicated, but it shouldn't be toxic. And that's what I
Correct.
thought about when you just said that.
Correct. I mean,
Okay.
anything's worth having is going to be like kind of complicated, kind of
Gotta
difficult. You
work
just got
through
to
it.
work through it. But
Mm-hmm.
like the toxicity of it, I mean, and you know what, to be honest with you, I even hate using that word because I think that's so,
It's overused now.
yeah, it's so
Every-
overused.
yeah.
It's so cliche, and everything is toxic. I mean, like, man, come the fuck on, man.
Right.
But
Everything is not
everything is not toxic.
toxicity kills you.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. And it's like two imperfect people coming together, right?
Mm-hmm.
With their own experiences and I guess their own thought. I mean, like, did you always want to get married?
I wanted to get married. There's no question about that. I wanted to do something different than I had always saw in my life.
Okay.
So I wanted to have somebody that I could just kick it with, like
Right.
my rider. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I wasn't big on like having a whole this huge big family, like kids and all kinds of stuff. If I did, it would have been great. But I mean, that was not like I went into it like I'm going to find somebody that I can have
Yeah.
12 kids with. So
Right.
and yeah, I wasn't looking to all of that. I just wanted somebody that I could just ride life out with and
Yeah.
enjoy that.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, well, because I mean, I'm of that age, y'all.
No, we're seasoned. We don't. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
where I'm not. Honestly, even if I wasn't of that age, I just don't even know if I would want to change my lifestyle to physically have my own children at this point in life. Like,
Yeah. I mean, and you know,
yeah.
sometimes it's okay to be selfish
mhm.
and be okay with it. And be okay with it.
My fur baby love me.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't even here right now. Like,
Yeah, because why? You out here doing your own thing. So, you know, I got things I got to do. So, you know, I'll holler at you when I get back. So,
mhm.
yeah, I get it.
So yeah. So what made you like? How did you come to the decision? Like, what was your thought process before proposing?
Mm. My thought process before proposing. Honestly, I got to a point that I wanted to do something different. Like
Okay.
I was,
Listen,
yo.
I've heard stories from you, so don't think you out here. People talking about you in the streets. I've heard from you.
Lies and propaganda. Lies and propaganda. Lies and propaganda.
You ain't lying yourself.
No, if you didn't see me do it, it wasn't me. No, call me Shaggy, baby. It wasn't me. Who you gonna believe, me or your lying ass?
Not your lying eye.
Yep, it wasn't me. I promise
my
I didn't
God.
do it. But yeah. I was a piece of work at times, but
I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's okay.
you was
You know,
single.
yeah,
You
I was single. I was
dating.
young. I was
Yeah.
single. You know, I was doing what I did, and you know,
Yeah.
I was enjoying life. How about that?
Yes, enjoying
Yeah,
life.
we're gonna put it that way.
And then at what point did you decide I don't want to do this anymore? Like, what was that?
I mean, I
thought
never
process?
decided I didn't want to enjoy life anymore, but
No, No, but if you wanted to enjoy it in a different way.
Yeah, I want to enjoy it in a different way. I wanted to find somebody that I can actually enjoy it with, and I didn't want to continue to do the things that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided, I mean, I had somebody that was in my life that honestly, I'd known her forever. So
Okay.
we were great friends,
Mm-hmm.
and our friendship transitioned into a relationship. I mean, I'm somebody that, I mean, in order for me to truly attempt to commit, I need to know you. I need to know your ins and outs. I mean, the good shit, the bad shit. I mean, know your dirt and be
Right.
okay with it. And, hell,
Yeah.
don't hide it
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't lie to me.
Completely.
Or at least love me enough to tell me a good lie.
The one you won't buy.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
exactly. So, I mean, it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, I get that. And it makes sense. How long were you with her before you proposed?
Honestly, we had probably, well, it's not probably, I know we'd been friends for probably 15 years before we even started dating.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Oh, God.
yeah, crazy, right? Like, think about one of your boys that you were like, that you had known forever.
Mm.
And for some strange reason, y'all transitioned into a fucking relationship. So, I mean, it was weird initially.
Initially?
Yeah.
Was it?
I mean, it kind of was. Because, I mean, she knew all my dirt. She knew all the bodies were hers. So,
But I mean,
it
at
was
the
a
same
good thing.
time, it's like eyes wide open. You know what it is.
You know what you're getting into. There's no question
Right.
about that. You know what you're getting
So
into.
you
And
can't
also,
have.
you know what you're getting into.
Right.
So, don't get mad because you know what you're getting into.
Listen. So what was it?
So, I was just like, you know what? Let's totally candid, totally be honest with you. Like I said, that was my partner. That was a person that
Listen.
I wanted to be the one that gave us something better. So that's why that's the reason why.
Because again, she knew you, but you also knew what she was dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that was my reasoning behind it.
Okay. That's
It's
honorable.
admirable. Yeah, it's actually honorable and admirable. So I mean, that's the reason behind it. So
sounds good.
yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. It reads well.
On
It
the other
reads well.
side of it, what do you think about marriage? Like, what are your true, honest thoughts about marriage?
To be totally honest with you, I think if you do it with the right person and both you guys are committed to making it work, I think marriage is a great thing. I mean, and I tell somebody all the time, in the words of Drake, nobody wants to be 70 and alone.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm 47 alone.
Correct. Nobody wants to
be alone. Like,
nobody wants to be alone. But I mean, you want to be with somebody for more of a reason, just to not just be alone.
Because again, if I'm with you and I feel like I'm alone, that's a problem.
That's a problem. Well. It is. Yeah. It really is.
You want someone that you have a good time with, that you can just be yourself and just have a good time.
But sometimes not even just be yourself, somebody you are willing to be a better self for.
Well, and that's the other thing, because I feel like we change. I mean, every day there's something that may happen that we change. You have to be with someone that is willing to accept those changes that you're going through and kind of grow with you.
No question.
As well.
So we change. I mean, it's evolution. So every day we change. So you got to be with somebody that's willing to accept your change, and you're willing to accept that change.
Right.
Let's change for the better.
Yeah, because it's not always about. We always see. It's funny. I watched the Hallmark movie. I don't even know what channel it was on today.
So,
it's the time.
It's Christmas time. So yeah, you can always get the Hallmark.
And I was like laying on the couch about to take a nap. I was like, oh, it's Black people, which is very rare. I was like, oh, I'll put it on. And it's they paint this fairy tale.
Yes. That
image
of relationships. I'm not going to say you guys, but a lot of people actually believe, and they sit down and look at these Hallmark movies, and this is what their envision of what a relationship is supposed to be like. Right. And that shit ain't real, man.
But which it baffles me, because you are literally living your life and you have never been in one of those relationships. So
but you're living your life in hopes that you can find one of those relationships.
Lord, I don't know if I want one of those relationships. They look so corny. but
a lot of people do. That's what they want.
Yeah,
that's what they want in life. This shit that they see on TV, this fantasy world that they see. Yeah, this is what I'm striving for. This is what I'm hoping for. If I can't get this, then what the hell with you? Move on to the next, because he's gonna give it to me. Yeah.
Right.
I digress.
That part.
Yeah.
So, what is it that you wanted to? How would you describe a successful marriage now?
Now, since well, apparently since I'm divorced, my last one was not successful.
Listen, it's not a failure
No, it's not a
as
failure
long
by
as you
no
learn,
means. As long as you learn, it's
right?
definitely not.
Yes.
I never said it was a failure. I mean, it was. I experienced a lot of personal growth
Good.
through my relationship.
Hmm.
After the end of my relationship, so yeah, I've experienced a lot of personal
Did
growth.
you
There's no
have
question.
any like hindsight moments like if I would have done this, maybe it would have.
Oh, but of course, no question.
Okay.
All the time. I mean, you should sit back, like in any situation, sit
Yeah.
back and like, you know what? If this did not work, what could I have done to make this situation work? If this is where I truly wanted to be. So if
Right.
this is what you truly want to, oh, there's no question about that.
Yeah.
So even if you didn't want to be there, you sit back and you look at the situation like, you know what, going forward,
How
what
will
can
I
I
do
do?
differently?
What do I
Yeah.
need to do differently in order to make the next one work?
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, definitely.
So, what was, I would say, the main thing you learned about yourself? I'll go there first.
Yeah, I learned a lot about myself. There's no question. I mean, first and foremost, I think, again, you said a relationship is two completely different individuals. And people always saying trying to become one. I don't think, you're not becoming one. You're
Yeah.
just two individuals just trying to commingle and actually live together
Hmm.
and live, I don't know, just have a good life together.
Right.
So you're never going to be one.
Yeah.
You're always
It's a
going to
lot of
remain.
compromise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can't be one,
You can't.
right?
It's
Because
impossible
I don't know
because,
what that person's thinking. They don't know what I'm thinking, and we will
but
never look at it the same
you'll never look at
necessarily.
it the same, but you can always understand what the other person's thinking
Right.
if you communicate properly.
Right. But I
Which,
won't know
yeah, you won't know.
without the person communicating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Completely.
So I mean, that's what I think that I've learned. I mean, it's patience is first
Mm.
and foremost. Patience is what I think I've learned.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you think like at some point in time, they're going to get it per se.
What do you mean by that?
Um, like you said, nobody knows what's going on in your head. You don't know
Right.
what's going on in the other person's
Yeah.
head. But when you guys have been around each other for so long
Mm-hmm.
and have experienced certain types of things with each other, you would expect they're going to know how you move, what you
Yeah.
want, what you need.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I know women
That.
think, yeah, women do
Yeah.
that all the time. Like, you should just know. No,
No.
motherfucker, I don't damn know unless you tell me. If you
Right.
tell me a couple of times and then, okay, I'll get it. But if you tell me a couple of times and I still don't get it, then okay, maybe I'm just a stupid ass. But I mean,
But is that a point where a person doesn't want to get it?
that is a
You know
possibility
what
as
I mean?
well because sometimes people just don't want to get it.
Yeah. Because for me in a relationship, I am constantly trying to learn that person, right? Because my whole point is I'm not here to add stress,
Mm-mm.
right? I'm just here hopefully to make it better. They always say you want to be a person of peace. Hell yeah. Like, why should I want you to come to me and have more stress and more drama that's unnecessary? I'm like, I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe I'm
I know
very
it's your show and I
naive.
can say what the hell I want to say, but somebody told me a long time ago, hell, I want my wife to make my dick hard, not my life.
Right. Real talk. Like, same thing.
Yeah.
Get me wet. Don't
Mm-hmm.
dry it up because that's a problem in itself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I want you to do things, like I said, to make my dick hard versus my life. So, I mean,
yeah. Yeah. I don't, and also, I just, in my head, it seems like it could be so
it could be
easy,
so easy.
right?
It really could be because if you, again, it just really depends on the person that you're actually with. I mean, because you can get something from someone else and they just do it because that's just naturally who they are. And
Mm-hmm.
another person that you're with, they may try, but it's difficult to them because this is not naturally who they are.
So, do you give a person kind of an A for effort?
You do and then you don't because after a while, like, you know what?
It shouldn't be so
It
hard.
shouldn't be so
Like,
difficult because the
yeah,
shit
yeah.
is not, it's not hard.
What's
Like
the
you got
hardest thing about being married?
communication
Okay.
because people don't do that because again, in my opinion, in my experience,
Hmm.
you expect the other person to know what's what and having a
And that's almost like the double-edged sword, right? You know, you knew her for so long. you would expect her to be like, okay, you knew what it was.
Nigga, you knew what you had. You knew what you get into.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I
But I
get
mean, even
that.
with that, outside of that, it's just the fact of just having open and honest communication.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? This is what it is. This is what you desire. And not even just with me. Like, and
And life,
listening
like not
and
even about
lives,
your relationship. Like we should be able to talk about everything.
anything,
Yeah.
everything. If we gon' I shouldn't be able to hide, have to hide anything. You
Right.
shouldn't be able to have to hide anything. I mean, let's
Yeah.
just be. If we gonna rock together from till death do we part, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. I mean, like I said, I'm still alive, and I
Right. You're
mean,
still
we
alive.
parted. I'm still alive.
I'm not dead.
Yeah, I'm not dead at all. I'm full of life in every
Yeah.
aspect.
So, okay. I see, like, so I'm on social media heavy, right? Which is, I'm pulling back.
Fucking hate social media, but
I
okay,
know.
cool.
Like, I'm pulling back. I think it's just a no, like, when you need that, it's almost like, what do they call, like, reality TV?
Hmm.
That no, you don't have to think about it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's just
not,
mindless entertainment.
yes, which I'm pulling back from. But you see, I just feel like black men and black women are pitted against each other with these dumbass topics.
Because this is what people think that their reality is, the stuff that they see on social media, the stuff that they see in these stupid ass damn reality shows that I fucking hate. But
Yeah.
shit is not reality, man.
It's
That's
not.
because you're
It's
so
so
concerned
script.
about
It
whatever it's scripted first and
yes,
foremost, and you're trying to base your life
of a script.
around some a script that somebody has actually put together when it's
Hmm.
not realistic.
Yeah. So it's like, but I just don't understand. Like, we think it should be easy,
Hmm.
right? Communication.
Yeah,
Communication is key. I think you have to foster the environment where a person feels safe to
safe.
communicate.
Yes,
And I
that's
think
what you
that's
have to do,
the
and
part we
that's
miss
no
a lot of
question.
times.
You have to feel safe with the person in order to be, especially from a man's
Yeah.
perspective, for us to feel safe with you to communicate. It's difficult for us to want to feel vulnerable because
Hmm.
we are so close, we're so guarded and so closed off.
But I think that's the same for women. I don't think men understand that. So,
You guys, well, again, this is from a man's perspective. You guys are, I'm not gonna say used to it, but you're more willing to be vulnerable with somebody that you're dating.
mm-mm. I would,
Okay, well,
I would,
again, school me.
I would disagree only because in some, and again, I can't speak for every woman, but we tend to want to please the person. So we may hold back on true feelings because of how it may be perceived.
And how we will receive and how we
Yes.
will react to what you
Yeah.
said. So yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
So
So
it's,
you try to guard your feelings as well.
oh, listen, first of all, I'm heavily guarded, which I try to work on, but I think for me, it's like I'm open to a point
Hmm.
because I think it's always self preservation. So once
But you
it's,
know what? That's that's why I think we have an issue when it comes to relationships.
mhm.
If you're really like with somebody, marriage, rock,
Oh, see,
it's,
that's the difference.
it's
So marriage, I
that's
think it would be different.
yes,
Yes.
because that my thing was always, you know what? If I put you first
Mm-hmm.
and you put me first,
Yes.
then nobody's lacking.
Oh, yes, completely. But I'm talking from, I've never been married. I'm talking from relationship,
Hmm.
right? Where if it's not defined, we are working in this gray space.
Yeah,
I'm going to be guarded
of
because I'm going
course.
to protect myself because if you have done something in the past that has made me think, well, this could happen again, then I'm guarded. But I feel like if we decide, to your point, I'm putting you first, you put me first.
But most people don't do that because everybody is always in the self-preservation mode.
Mm.
Whether even in a marriage or not, you know what? Well, I ain't with this. She ain't gonna give me
But
what. How people do it
marriage.
all the time. That's how they live, man. That's how they live
How?
because we just live as
Is that not the
individuals.
point of getting married? Like, I mean, self. No, it's not self preservation. I'm trying to preserve us at this point.
No,
Do
a
you know
lot
what
of times people just trying to preserve the fact of we split the bills together because shit's
I mean?
difficult out there.
Splitting the
Hell
bills.
yeah. I'm just trying to preserve that so we can stay in our damn house. So we together now. So I mean it's good. But I mean,
Right.
yeah,
I
I
ain't
mean,
trying to go
no, I'm
back
not
to pay
no, I'm
these
not
bills
by myself.
myself.
So let's preserve that.
No.
But as far as like, you know what, if we're gonna do this, we end this together. You know what,
Yeah.
you're my top priority, and I want
Yeah.
you to be. I want to be your top priority. If you
Right.
do that, then nobody's lacking. Nobody's
Right.
missing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't understand how that's so hard.
because again, people are always in the self-preservation mode because they can't get out of that mindset.
But I think it's also people get married just to get married.
Bingo.
Like you're not really here for what like it's hard.
It's,
Like
it
marriage is
man.
hard. It's
No, but the thing
sacrifice.
is,
Not
it's
always.
hard, but it shouldn't be. It doesn't
Well,
have to
when
be.
I say hard, I mean it's like every day. Here's what I think it should be. I'm waking up and I'm choosing you every day,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you're doing the same, but we don't know what struggles we are going to come against, and it shouldn't ever be me against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's us against the world.
Everybody else.
Right.
You got to circle the wagon. It's just us. Like, we
Right.
here. It's like it's supposed to be us.
So we should be coming together to figure it out,
Yeah.
not fighting each other against. You know what I mean?
There's
Like
ups and downs. Like, you know, you could be up one day and I'm down. I'm up, you're down.
but I'm pulling you
We're
up
all
with me,
up.
right?
So yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it together. But you know, a lot of people don't do that. So I mean, you know, if I'm up, if you're up and I'm down, like
Why you
yeah,
up?
yeah.
You not, yeah.
Or
It's
why you down?
too competitive.
Yeah, it's competitive. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's a fight. It really is, and it shouldn't be that way. Yeah.
It sounds like it should be
Uh-huh.
so easy. But at what point do you think is it resentment? For
At
one
some point, it
another?
actually is
Okay.
because some people there's a lot I've talked to a shitload of people
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times, and I've had people that admit to it to me again, like even with my book that I've written,
Yeah.
and I've done that, and I've talked to people about the possibility of selling their home in the midst of a divorce. I mean, yeah, as crazy as it sounds, I've actually talked people out of getting divorced
Wow.
in the conversation that we actually
Right.
had,
Yeah.
trying to counsel them. I'm no counselor, I mean, but you know, just talking them out of that, just letting them
Mm-hmm.
know like there's some things you can actually do. But yeah, I've heard that, and you know, people are jealous
Of each other.
of each other. Like
Of
we're
their
in this
mate,
together.
rather. Yeah.
Like I've had people actually tell me that they've had conversations with their mate, and they've told them like, "I'm jealous of you," like
How?
because you're at this place, and I'm
Okay.
here, and I'm not there, and I want to be where you are, and but we're doing this
Together.
together.
So if I'm here, you here too.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So
Wow, that's
yeah,
deep.
yeah, it's
And-
definitely
But
interesting.
you know, it's so interesting that the person could say that, but I wonder how often have they actually said it to their mate?
They
and tried to
don't
work-
say it to their mate.
Right.
That's the thing. I
So
mean,
they
they,
just
they
hold this
internalize it.
hostility.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
internalized all the time. And you know,
Wow.
when you internalize stuff, I mean, it maybe not it doesn't come out in words, but it
Mhm.
comes out in your
Action.
actions.
Yeah.
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 So and I'm like, you know, what the hell?
It's
is
almost like
going
a
on?
frenemy. Like
It is.
Or
It's the
sleeping with the
the
enemy.
epitome of frenemy.
Yeah.
It's the epitome of it because you're the
Oh
person
my
I'm sleeping with
gosh.
every
Right.
damn night.
And you don't even like well
Yes, no, go ahead and say it. You don't even fucking like me, man.
me.
You don't even like me.
Wow.
Because
That's
I'm
deep.
at this point or whatever, and I want you to
Yeah.
be there, but you know, you see me and you're jealous of where I am.
But you would think that person has seen you bust your ass to get where you are. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wow.
It's not like it was just given to you. I mean, you know,
Right.
if you've been
You
together
see the
for like, I mean,
work.
you've seen
Right.
you could have been at your lowest and now
Right.
come at my highest. And like, you know what? Well, come on. Well,
Right.
how did you get to your high and I didn't get to my high and I'm still here, but we're together,
Wow.
man.
That's deep. It's so crazy.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is.
Wow.
To actually have to deal with that on a daily basis. So
Right.
yeah.
It's like I gotta fight the world and then come
And then come home and fight
at
you.
home.
And you know, us
Yeah.
being black men, I mean, we have to fight the world every day when we leave out of the house.
Yeah.
So to come home and have to feel like the need that you have to fight
Fight
when
at
you're
home.
there,
Yeah.
like it gets exhausting.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. But as they say, such is life, right?
Yeah. I mean,
But it shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't be that
Yeah.
way, and I think it's
But you know what happens, in my opinion? The reason it's that way because of the lack of communication.
yes,
Yeah.
lack of communication.
People don't have real open and honest conversations. We just
right.
expect things to be okay.
Okay, or
Yeah.
the person will know, or that passive aggressive.
Yes.
You know.
Or if I tell you something that, Jay, I don't like this, and you thinking that, oh my God, the world is in. He doesn't love me
Right.
anymore. He doesn't like
Yes.
me,
Oh,
and
that's real too.
he
That
don't
is
he doesn't like
real.
me
Yes.
because I'm
That's
telling you
real.
something that you need to do in order to try to
Mm-hmm.
make the situation better.
Yeah.
Versus just like, okay, well, you know what? He is letting me know what's going on, or she's letting me
Yes.
know what's going on. Or
Yeah.
we all do it. I mean, us men as well. Well, fuck it, she don't like me, so I mean,
Right.
come
Oh
on,
yeah.
man.
It's so funny because that's a real
Yeah, it's a real
sentiment.
thing. I
It
mean,
really is.
I've
I mean, I've experienced that too. It's like, but then I have to check myself, right? Because it's not that I feel like he doesn't like me. I get disappointed in myself, almost feeling like I let him down. Do you know what I mean? Like,
hmm
damn, like why didn't I see that, or why didn't I that type of thing?
But again, we're not
Yeah.
one. We're two completely different
Right.
individuals.
Yes.
So I'm. It can be a complete a one thing right here, sitting right here, and both
Mm,
of us can see it in two completely different ways. So
right. Yeah. But like I said, so you have those, that may be your initial reaction to it, but you got to check yourself and
hmm
be like, listen, he is pointing this out to help me.
to help, no, not to help you, but to help us.
Well, help us. Well,
Yes.
we're not married. I'm
Yeah,
not married.
yeah, I'm just
But
saying, yeah.
say,
But
yeah,
regardless, if
yeah.
you're in a relationship with somebody,
Right.
you want to help the situation. So I'm pointing this out to you. So
Right.
hopefully this won't be an issue going down the line.
Right. Completely.
But if I tell you and you just like, oh my God, if you don't like who I am, and like, oh,
Right. Like,
man,
yeah, it's you
this is who I
making it
am.
too
No,
personal.
no, this is who you
No,
choose to
that's the
be.
right.
This is not
Oh,
who you am. This is who you choose to be.
yeah. Yeah.
Like the actions you can change.
You
How
can
you
change. I
react.
mean, you can change
I
everything.
mean, you can't be 6'3".
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that you can't change.
yeah,
You're not going
there's
to be
certain
6'3", and
probably just your height.
yeah,
These
exactly.
days, there may be a surgery for that.
Yeah, but we're not doing all of that. So
I'm just saying, no.
yeah, you're not going to be a 6'3" Latin chick. So I mean, like stuff
Well,
like
no,
that. Yeah, stuff like
right.
that you can't change. But your actions, if you really
You can.
want to, you can change
Yes.
those.
Yep.
So people are like, oh no, I can't change who I am. No, you truly can if you choose to.
If you want to.
Yeah, if you choose
Yeah,
to.
for real. So, what would you say is the most important thing you learned about marriage?
If you want it to work, you got to have patience.
Mm,
And a
yeah,
lot of times we don't because we live in a microwave
microwave.
society.
Mm-hmm.
Like we want everything right now. We
Right
want
now,
it done. And
yeah.
when you know it, if this is not going to work, then fuck it. I'm going to move on to the next. Like, come on, man. If you find somebody you're going to ride with, it's going to ride with you.
Yeah.
Let's work through it. It's going to be fucked up at times.
Oh,
There's no
a
question
lot of
about that.
times,
A
I'm
lot of
sure.
times,
Yeah.
there's no question about that.
Mm.
But I don't want you to, most of us, I want you to be there just because you made a choice to be there. I mean, it's great that you did, but you have to do something other than
You
just make a
also have to
choice.
keep working at it.
Yes, we have to keep
Yeah.
working on it. There's no question about
And
that.
that's the thing. I think people are just lazy.
Yeah, they are because
They
they want
get
everything like right
lazy.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're completely lazy because
Yeah.
again, you live in a social media society. Everything is, you think everything is just
First
like
of all,
instantaneous.
well, that, yes,
Yeah,
because you see a person's success or you see the proposals and you see
yeah.
the glamorous weddings, but you don't see what they did behind the scenes to get to
Nah,
that point.
not at all.
Yeah. I'm like, social media is the devil.
Yeah, it really is. I used to say all the time it's for perverts and pedophiles, but I mean, I mean, I have to do it now. There's no question about that. But I mean, it's
I
not my
think we
personal
all have
preference.
to do that.
Yeah.
We have to. I think it's also how you manage it.
hmm
But it's okay. So when you have a business, it's more of output,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So people need to really monitor the input, like what they're taking in from social
hmm
media. Yeah.
I mean, even the output as well. I mean, people have their own, when they're going through their stuff, they want to put out what they're going through. So
You,
everybody can then come back and give their opinions and ideas about what's what and let you know how you should handle your situation and what I think. Man, fuck
but you know
out
what
of
baffles
here.
me is when people record themselves crying. And I know it's a cry for help, right? But I'm like,
Really?
you done set the camera up.
Yeah, you
got
done
your
set the
lighting
camera up and got you
perfectly.
like now you start you're gonna cry in front of the camera like, man, come on, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's I can't with that. So, what is one thing or two that you would tell a single person as they are thinking or preparing for marriage?
Mm. Whoa. Mm. Not outside. Like honestly, don't do it for the gram.
Oh,
Let's start there
that
first.
part
Let's
for
start there
real.
first.
Oh my gosh,
Because they want to
yes.
do it, they want to get the pictures and everybody know, thinking they live this fabulous, glamorous life and stuff. I mean, nah, man. After that shit is done, like it's you and that person, and
And that's it.
like really, I say all the time, like circle a wagon. Like
Mm-hmm.
keep everybody else out of your
Out of it, yes.
relationship, man. Out of your
Yeah.
relationship, because everybody, like as they say, misery loves company.
Misery loves company. People love to be in your business.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about your business,
And keep you
which I don't
there.
even understand because it's like, why are you even talking? I'm not even in the room. Why are you talking about my business?
Yeah, and girl, if that was me, this is what I would do. Or
But would you? Let me tell you. So when I was in college, yes, that long ago, I had that perception of, oh, that relationship, I would do this, da, da, da. Until you are in a relationship and you are emotionally tied and connected and have, you know, yeah, what you think you're gonna do is not what you're gonna
no,
do.
it's really not what you're gonna do. It's
So
really
mind
not
your
what
damn
you're gonna
business.
do. Stay the hell out of mine. I don't
Yes.
give a fuck who else business you mind. Just stay the
Right,
hell out of
but
mine.
not mine. Yes.
Yeah, let me do what I
Yeah.
do, and I mean I'm good with that. So,
Yeah. And that's the thing though
because what
with
works for you
social
may not work for
media.
me, and what works for
Right.
me may not work for you.
Right. And you and your spouse have the right to govern and manage your relationship however y'all want to. As long as y'all both decide it's fine, that's what it is.
I'm a down South Georgia boy. My term is bless your heart.
The
Bless
good
your
South.
heart. Yeah. Baby.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, don't do it for the gram because the
Mm-mm.
gram, they going to be there to cheer you on
Mm-hmm.
and talk about you at the same time.
Exactly. At the
So
exact same
don't
time.
do
So
it for the gram.
stay the hell. Keep people out of your business,
Yeah.
man. Like keep like whatever
Yes.
works for you guys. I don't
Yes.
care, and
And
people
don't
care.
look for that. What is it? That not justification. What is the word I'm looking for? For
Validation.
the validation.
Yeah.
And that's what I think a lot of people do. That's how people use social media is really
They're looking for
the
validation
validation.
because they want everybody else to agree with what they're doing, or
No one cares.
no, no one. I mean,
And they're gonna
you
talk
shouldn't
about you
care.
good, bad, or indifferent.
Yes, they
Right.
are. No matter
So
what you
that's
do.
what you decide to do, then do it.
Yes.
And do it the best damn way you can and move on.
That's to keep those people out of your damn business. I mean, you
Yeah.
could have a picture of you sitting on your knees right now praying, and you'll have positive and negative with all of that. So,
Absolutely.
and you can read all of that. I'm like, come on, man.
Right. Yes.
Keep people out of your business.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, family, everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Everybody. Whatever
For
works for
real.
you works for you.
Yeah.
So that is definitely my one. And open and honest communication.
Mm-hmm.
That's my number. Well, honestly, to be honest with you, that's my number one.
Yeah. The communication
Yeah.
part. And just like I said, make sure you're creating that environment where it's
A safe space.
a safe space.
Where I feel like I'm okay with communicating with you how I feel.
Yeah.
I can tell you, babe, you know what? You did some shit that was fucked up.
Right.
And you're not going to take it personal, like, oh my God, he hates me or she
I think
hates
it's the
me.
delivery, and I think
Yeah.
it's
Tact, tone, and timing.
yes. You said that before.
Yeah, I've said that on many occasions.
Yeah.
So, it's tact, tone, and timing with everything. So it's how
It
you say things
is.
and when you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you can have tact about certain situations
Yeah.
and how you say it and when you say it.
Yeah. It'll be a completely different message for
Mhm.
real.
I say it all the time. But, if you're with somebody, the best time to have a conversation with y'all butt naked in the bed.
Oh god.
I'm serious. I'm fresh out of the shower or something like that. So, I mean, anything. I mean, you butt naked. I mean, y'all can have like the most real conversation because, I mean, you're just vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Get your dude in the cold shower. I mean,
Oh
yeah,
gosh. Right.
So,
Yeah. That is very true. Gosh, I had another question for you, and
what
I
you got
just
for me? What you got
forgot
for me? What you
it.
got for me?
Oh my gosh, I knew I should have wrote it down. Oh my goodness, I forgot it that quick. Damn it. It
You
was
go to the
good
fly.
too.
You can think of another one. So,
I know. I don't know. This is the question.
What you got for me?
Would you get married again?
Oh, no question, no question.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
I
was
definitely
it. That
would.
was it.
Yeah, no question. I mean, the idea, the institution of marriage, I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I go back to what I said before. Who wants to be 70 and alone?
Right.
Nobody does. So you want somebody to live your life with,
Yeah.
to experience things with. I mean, do you have to be married to do that? But
I mean,
you don't
so
have to.
this is
But
my thing about. So I was this person. I probably have said it on this podcast. If you go back to some older episodes, I probably was like, "Oh no, you don't have to get married to have that same commitment." I have completely changed my line of thinking on that.
yeah, because you don't read nobody's special friend in the obituary.
Yo, yo,
You don't want to be the special friend listening to the obituary. So
yo, and for
yeah,
me, it's really about the commitment,
yeah.
right? You can say you committed all day,
hmm But
but
if I'm
until
really
you
committed that I make this, yeah, I know they say, oh, it's just a piece of paper and all stuff.
is
But I have
right,
legally in front of everybody else said, you know what,
yeah,
I'm going to make this commitment with you.
yeah,
It's easier to remove yourself from that situation if you don't have that commitment.
yeah,
So I mean, you if you have that commitment, then you're like, you know what? That's where listen to me when I tell you,
mm-hmm.
unentangling that entanglement is fucking fool,
Especially
bruh.
state by state, they
Yeah,
gonna set your head down and
yes.
have you think about
What?
that
You
thing.
like, man? Whoa, hey, you know what, baby? Let's reconsider this shit. But I
Yes.
mean, when you got that entanglement together, that personal entanglement, when you married, there's a
Yeah.
whole lot of shit coming with them
Yeah.
untangling all of that.
Yes.
So it makes you think about it. But if you don't have that, yeah, I know it's a legal document and all kinds of stuff, but if you don't have that, then it's
Mm-hmm.
easier for you to walk away.
Yeah. And that's what changed my mind about that
Yeah.
situation too. I'm like, you know what? Because if you really doubt, what's the problem?
hmm You
They're
know
like,
what? This motherfucker left his shoes on the damn floor. You know what? I'm out. I'm gone. This nigga done left the
it be
damn
that
toilet
simple.
seat up and some shit like that.
Yes, it be that simple. And I'm
Yeah.
like, really? Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's everything is different.
It
when you're
is.
married.
It really is. It really is. I mean,
Everything is
you
different.
put a little bit more effort into what you have going on if you have a commitment,
Yeah.
a true
A
commitment
true.
with someone. So
Yeah. I don't know who was on the Breakfast Club, and I heard like a snippet of this interview where they were talking about not having the government involved in their
man,
marriage.
fuck out of here.
I'm like, what? It just threw me because I'm like, y'all will make up any reason
Anything just
not
to
to
get
be
online.
officially married.
Yeah,
Though.
man.
Like,
I'm
cut
good on
that
all
out.
but
Just say you don't want to get married.
yeah,
Bro.
and we're
Like,
good with that. But I mean, you know, it gives you more of a reason to, in my opinion,
mm,
again, this is my opinion, it gives you more reason to fight for what you guys actually have.
yes. Yeah.
Because when you don't have a connection, nigga, fuck you, chick, fuck you, I mean, go
Right.
about your
You
business.
might as
So.
well just be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, a fucking roommate. So I
Be
mean,
right,
and
or in
I'm too
roommate.
old to be somebody's damn boyfriend.
Listen. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean,
Good old
it's-
special friend.
yeah, I mean, you like I said, you in a damn
Dang.
obituary, you know, you got a special friend, and like, come on, man.
Listen, I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, don't
Mhm.
even put me in there.
Don't even put me in a damn obituary.
I'm good.
As my grandmother used to say, obituary. So I told you I'm old country boy, baby from Georgia, but I mean, yeah, my grandma used to say obituary.
Like that. Oh my God. Any final words?
Mm,
Marriage.
marriage. Ooh. Mm. It is what you make of it.
I agree.
Yeah, it is what you make of it.
I agree.
So I mean, everybody fuck up.
Right.
Everybody fuck
Yes.
up.
Yes.
Nobody's looking for perfection.
Yeah.
So stop.
You shouldn't be looking
No,
for
no, no,
perfection.
you
I think
yeah,
some
you
people.
shouldn't look for perfection.
Yeah.
Should happen. I mean, you know, hell, I can be honest with you. I mean, I know it's not a popular opinion, but you know, sometimes people have indiscretions as well. So
And that's the funny. So when I was just thinking through, like something we just talked about, and I was like, cheating. Like you should be changing even your thoughts on that when you get married, right? It's worth a conversation.
I mean, yeah, I mean, and to be, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be totally honest with you. People don't agree, but that wouldn't even be an end all be all for me.
Yeah. Really?
No, it wouldn't
Because
be.
I know men, whew, it's harder for y'all to get over that than what.
I
for
mean,
women.
because you know, and the reason why, is because, and I'm just coming from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
For you women, it takes a lot more, or we think that it takes a lot more for you to have someone engage in coitus with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, for us, I mean, it's we don't care. Like,
But
we,
is it so? Is that why it's harder for men to forgive a woman because they think it takes more for a guy?
yes,
It's more of a
it's more of a
relationship,
relationship. It's more of a mental thing for us. I mean,
right?
for us, it's more of a physical thing.
Physical
Like,
and mental for us.
like I said,
Yeah.
my shit get hard, and I wanted, like, I'm pissed off
Right.
at you, and I could still come home and
Right. And do
still love
everything
you
else you need
exactly.
to do. Yeah.
But it's more of a, in our mind, again, I can't speak from a woman's perspective, but from a man's perspective, we think it's more of a mental thing for you. With us, it's just more of a physical.
Right.
Like, physical is nothing.
Right. Yeah.
So, but in my opinion, don't let that be a reason to dissolve your marriage.
You know what is the reason? Well, all it should be a reason to do is to communicate better.
Bingo.
Y'all need to sit down.
Because outside of that, because a lot of times there's reasons behind why
Yeah.
he did what he
Yeah.
did.
And
And you can cure that or not.
Right. And not to say you're at fault, because again,
No.
he
We're
should be
not.
able to have
Yes.
conversation with you about it before it getting to that point. But again, has he already had those conversations?
And are
right?
you listening to what I'm saying?
Right.
Babe, look, this is something that I'm lacking. This is something that I need.
Right.
This is something I need that you provide for me. If
Yeah.
you get in your feelings with him saying that, when married, again, you know who I was. And,
You
okay,
knew what I needed.
cool. I'll be back.
Right. Right. Listen,
Yeah.
if you ain't gonna get it, give it to me. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like it's
But if we can have the conversation to fix the issues that we actually had, then I mean, we can reconcile the situation. So I
Yeah.
mean, don't let that be a end all be
Deal
all.
breaker.
Don't let it be a deal breaker.
But I think it's also on the front end. Make sure that's truly who you want to be with.
A lot of people don't do that.
No.
Man.
Like I have to even in relationships, people turn their nose up at, oh, how long you been with that person or whatever. Yeah, but you need to go through them, be with them through different seasons of their life.
It's for real, because the ups and downs, the highs, the
they
lows,
are telling.
they are completely different people in completely different situations. So,
and are you able to stick through it, through the highs and the lows?
Because if you might have caught him on his high, y'all, everything is lovely.
Right.
Like, okay, when he get down to his low, is that somebody? How is he gonna react? How are you gonna react?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you okay with that? Can you deal with that?
Right.
Or you be like, you know what? I think I'm out.
My thing, we hit this low, we better be building together. Like
Can we
I
build
always
back up together?
say, because they always say women want someone that has all this money or whatever. Yeah, that's all good. But what happens when that person loses that money? They
And it
jumping off
happens.
the fucking building?
It happens.
Or they down here trying to hustle and get it back.
Correct.
Like I need that hustler to get it back. Don't be
Because
jumping off no building.
they do that shit, kill
Yeah.
everybody.
Right. Or
The
kill
dog,
everybody. Murder, death, kill.
Yes. They gonna kill everybody in the house.
No.
Dude, the kids, the dog, everybody. Then they kill their damn self because they lost everything.
Right.
Because they don't know how to hustle to get it back.
Right. I need that.
Yeah.
So don't be focused on the highs. You gotta know how a person.
Because the lows are gonna come.
Oh, absolutely.
The lows are gonna come. It's life. I mean, it's a spiral of life.
Yeah.
So it's definitely evolution. So I mean, you got to be with somebody that can all right, well, how are we gonna handle this?
Yes. How do we work through it? Yeah, absolutely.
Or you see them at their low and you're like, you know what? This ain't for me. You out. So they ain't the person you need to marry. So
right.
Because everything's not always gonna be good.
Right. So y'all meeting these people, and I mean, it works for some people, but not everybody. You jump down here, you meet somebody, and 3 months later y'all married. I need to see you throughout the season.
And then 8 months later, she lost everything and whatever. So
and they're choking your ass out.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
Yeah, it's happened. So
it's crazy. I'm like, no, I ain't got no time for that. So please tell the people where they can find your book.
Well, they can find the book at my website.
Okay.
It's dgainesrealestate.com. So
dgainesrealestate.com.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're on social media as?
I'm at the same thing. So
Okay. Gaines Real Estate.
Yeah. And of course, it's called The House Always Wins.
The house always, I love that.
Yeah, The House Always Wins. Selling property in the midst of what? a divorce.
Divorce.
So, I mean, it happens. Unfortunately,
Why did
so
that just make me think of
of course, damn, brown sugar. Yeah, what are we here doing? We're celebrating what? My
my divorce?
divorce.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you so
So,
much
anytime,
for being on.
anytime.
I have to get you, I need to read the book so then I can
No,
have you
hopefully,
back to
like I
talk
said,
about
it's
the
just
book.
not for everybody. So,
Hey,
but shit happens.
I'm
So,
sure you can learn some things
yeah, you
as you're
can, you
preparing for
can, you
marriage.
can. There's no question about that. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just really just about a mindset about what the hell's going on.
Right.
People buy property and stuff together, and they don't. Like I said, I've talked people out of actually getting into divorce when they've had
That's
multiple
dope.
properties and stuff
Yeah.
together. I mean, it's crazy because this is my business, but no, I can fix. My thing is,
Right.
fix your shit if you can.
Right.
So,
I like that.
yeah,
Definitely. If you can, fix it.
if
For
you
real.
can. So,
All right. And you can find us at drinktoamarried.com. We are the same on Instagram and Facebook and all the things. But
I'm
thank
here,
you for
man.
tuning in.
Anytime. I'll be
Thank
back.
you for coming. Yes, you will.
I will.
Yes,
I
you will.
We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh, yes. Gosh, yeah. Thank
Get
you.
things from a man's perspective.
Okay,
So,
we always
yeah.
need that. I mean,
Yeah. Tell us what y'all think.
yes, definitely. Please, I'm always looking for the feedback. If you have topics, you have hot seat questions, all of that. Thank y'all for tuning in. Cheers.
Group.